here in Washington. Welcome to MTP Daily. We begin tonight with yet another earthquake inside the White House. Steve Bannon, the president's chief strategist, former campaign chief, seen by some as an emissary to many on the populist right or alt-right, whatever you want to call them, arguably the driving force behind Mr. Trump's nationalist identity, and to some, the driving force to his election victory is now out. The White House said that today was his last day, and they wish him the best. This dramatic shakeup comes amid a growing wave of criticism from Republicans in Congress, demanding that the president change course after his defense of white nationalists who rallied with white supremacists this weekend in Charlottesville. Folks, those who desperately want this White House to return to normalcy, or whatever that means these days, are probably going to hope that Bannon's exit has everything to do with Charlottesville. But it arguably has nothing to do with it. An official familiar with Bannon's thinking says he submitted his resignation back on August 7th. That was well before Charlottesville. Also, it was no secret to folks reporting on this White House that Bannon's influence had been waning for some time. The bigger question tonight is, what does this change, if anything? The shakeup comes as the Republican Party's criticism of this presidency has reached arguably unsustainable levels. Senate Republicans unloaded on Mr. Trump in ways we haven't seen since perhaps the Access Hollywood tape. This one called out the racist elements of his support. This Republican senator slammed the president for siding with those racist elements. This senator suggested he was incompetent and said he didn't understand the character of the nation. This one said his moral authority had been compromised. And this one, who happens to be a member of leadership, said the president missed the moment to unite the country. Every single Republican president or nominee going back a generation rebuked the president. Today, Mitt Romney spoke out, calling the president to take, quote, extreme action, address the American people, acknowledge he was wrong, and apologize. But does anyone seriously think this president would do that just because Bannon is gone? Folks, this is far from the first major shakeup inside this White House. This is a photo of the president with his top advisors at the end of January. His national security advisor, Michael Flynn, out. His press secretary, Sean Spicer, out. His chief of staff, Reince Priebus, out. And now his top strategist, Steve Bannon, out too. Look at that. Just the vice president. Did the president change after Flynn was ousted or after Spicer's resignation? Priebus's replacement, John Kelly, looks like he's trying to pull off a major course correction. But the jury's still out on that one. After all, President Trump has made it clear time and again that he might be willing to change the people around him. But that doesn't mean he changes.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.